Future never on right now. What I'm not kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's baby. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from...
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 33, yellow, 52 blaster.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, ready. 10 cycles. Set, hut. Set.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power, to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 10 black. Ready.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5.
40. Ready?
They go play action. Young. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Black 40. Hut.
3rd down, Young from the gun. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Yellow. 40.
Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Young off the play fake. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready. Red 38. Set. Go.
Young going to give to Brooks. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Let's go. Black 95. Close. 10. Ready.
Here's Young. And he'll hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Ready. 50. Green. Ready.
Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Our first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
2nd and 3. Now a run here, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 3rd down and 13. Back to throw. Hardy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield,
and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Up to midfield. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Ready?
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You look at the Steeler defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
10 what? Check, huh?
To throw, Young. This is caught by McMillan.
Complete to Talavera McMillan. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 45. White. 6. Mega. Hey, check Mega. Ready.
Young to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Throwing. Young. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red. Cut, cut.
They'll throw again. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yellow. 43. Cut.
Looking to throw. Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Back to throw again. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
McLaughlin looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Johnson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did. Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harney. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harney. And he fires one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
A short one there to Freiermuth. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
But these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And here's Freiermuth again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. They'll check this down to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Ready.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Goes to be railed. Flash point.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Young will set to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
45, White. Set.
Now here's Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's a gain of 10.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ready, break.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Down. Set.
They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Hardy. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Hardy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Caught by Wilson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
18, rep Cougar 19. My man, my man.
Looking to throw. Hardy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Right back to Hubbard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go. Set. 12, 10, 32. Cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Brooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Hardy. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Steelers 17. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Trouble, 38. Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Ready.
Young to throw it. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Let's go. 60 red. 22 middle.
Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
53. Ready.
Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Operating from the gun, Hardy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch out. Ready. 10 black. Set.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now
you're staring at an important third down.
The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
52, ready.
Here is Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95. Fight, 97. Hut.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Screen play, Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Hardy. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check the call.
Back to throw. Hardy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Ready, set.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And
Come on,
the
set.
Panther
Ready.
first down.
Another toe for ETN. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling
Here we go.
that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. Now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add 6 to their lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
And he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
18, run. Shut up. Go.
Looking to throw. Hardy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Operating from the gun, Hardy. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, check.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Okay, break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Let's go now. 50, green.